And today we're going to talk about motivation. There's a famous Tchaikovsky, can't say his name. Where's my pens? Hello, I'm Adam Berry and welcome back to the channel. Firstly, thanks for being here and I hope you really enjoy my content. Today we're going to talk about how to get and stay motivated. This is a question I get all the time. I probably get this question on a daily basis. How do I stay motivated? I know a lot of people struggle to find their motivation, they struggle to keep their motivation, they struggle to even sometimes understand what motivation is. And I'm going to put all of that out on the table today. And we're going to talk about how you, watching this, can find your motivation, keep your motivation, and forever know how to get back into a motivated state. I find a lot of people misunderstand how motivation for the gym, for their diet, for whatever it might be, even their work. They misunderstand what it is, what they need in order to create this thing, this aura, this magical, ethereal thing that they need, like motivation. I'm here to tell you there is a way we can keep you motivated, and you should then be able to go ahead and crush all your goals, whether that be in the gym, whether that be with your diet, whether that be at work, making sales, in relationships, whatever it might be. This is going to help you. So your brain tells you that in order to start doing something, in order to take action, you have to have motivation first. You're probably sat on a couch, or you're thinking about it, or you're just waiting for motivation to come by so that you can then get up and go to the gym. And then once you get up and go to the gym, you'll get results. And that's what we want. We all want results. Makes perfect sense. Yep, I'll just sit at home, I'll play Xbox or I'll play on my PlayStation. I'll just do my normal life. I'll look after the kids, I'll go to work. And one day I'm gonna wake up and be motivated. One day I'm gonna wake up and I'm just gonna be flooded with this emotion, this joy, this feeling of desire to do something. And then I'm gonna go and do it. That is how, in your world, motivation works for you at the moment. There's a famous, oh, now I dropped my pen, it's not going well. There's a famous Tchaikovsky quote about inspiration, and it is thus: inspiration is not a guest that willingly visits the lazy. And you could very easily put the word motivation in that quote. Motivation is a guest that does not willingly visit the lazy. So, in your world, by sitting at home, waiting some more, wondering when you're going to suddenly feel motivated, wondering what day is it that you step on the scale and suddenly there is this number that's going to magically make you go, okay, I'm now going to be a 3 times the week gym person. Waiting. It's not a good place to be, because really and truly you're being lazy. You're being lazy about trying to achieve what it is you want, about trying to get to your result. And as Shakespeare says, nothing can come of nothing. If we invest in nothing, we get nothing in return. So why are we sat at home waiting to be filled with motivation by doing nothing? It makes very little sense to me. But if you are lucky enough, and you may have experienced it, if you are lucky enough, and you may well have experienced it, to get this feeling of motivation, this desire to do something, you then move into your action phase. Action. So you start doing something. It could be anything. Great. And then you do it, and 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 then you expect results. Except you do it, but the results don't come. And the reason the results don't come is because this fades away again. We end up running out of this, because we never built it on a firm enough foundation to start with. So our action is a bit higgledy-piggledy, a little bit unstructured. It's a little bit hit and miss. And then the results that we wanted, that was the whole point of this in the first place, never occur. Or if they do, they're sketchy at best. And then what happens? We go back to the beginning. Oh, but we're already out of motivation because we burned through it all. And then it can never happen. So we never end up getting a result. Now, if this is something that you've experienced, please tell me in the comments below, because I'd love to hear from you. Because I'm going to show you how to invert this, how to change it so that you suddenly feel more confident, you suddenly feel more motivated, and it's going to last forever. So this is how motivation actually works. You're not going to be sat at home with the telly on, waiting for something to happen magically. You're going to be right here, in the thick of it, with action. You're going to create a plan. You're going to do 3 to 4 really interesting things a day that are designed to help you achieve your goals. You could do the 5 awesome rules for fat loss life. There's a video, I've done that in this channel somewhere, go find it. I'll link it below. Create a plan. 3 to 4 things a day that are your action, that are the things that put you to work, that are the things that make you drive forward in order to create something. And what do we then create? Well, once we take action, we get results. This leads to this. Now you're interested. What? All I have to do is do something and then I'll get results. Yeah. However, the results you do, we must track them. If you don't keep track of your results, we'll never get to motivation. If you don't write down the progress you're making, if you don't take photos of the progress you're making, if you don't tick days off, or I don't know, if you don't do black circles on good days and red X's on bad days, or red X's on good days and black circles on good days, or whatever it might be, however you want to track your progress, if you don't do that, if you don't look after your calories, if you don't keep a note of your weight every day when you step on the scale, if you don't keep a note of how your bench press is developing, how your overhead press is developing, how your squat is developing, if you don't keep note of your RPE and how much weight you're lifting, then you're not going to see the changes. Little changes over time go very much unnoticed. And it's only when people suddenly look back and go, my goodness, I've actually lost X amount, and they look at old photos of themselves from 9 months ago, they actually see the huge difference they've got between photo A and photo B. But if they didn't track it as they went through that, they wouldn't have noticed that. Your brain gets used to your normal. You adapt to what it is. So you must keep track of it. If we don't keep track of it, we'll never get to our final phase of motivation. And once you can go, well, you know what? I've improved my bench by 5 kilos. My overhead press has gone up by 5 kilos. I can now do 15 reps of a 60 kilo squat. That's going to fill you with confidence. That's going to fill you with inspiration. That's going to fill you with all of these wonderful words that really encompass motivation. Motivation is an abstract. But what isn't is your self-confidence, your self-esteem, your inspiration, the fire in your belly, the fact that you walk taller, smile more. All of these things are achievable, provided we take action first. Remember, nothing can come of nothing. If we invest in nothing, we get nothing in return. And then we track results and you'll be motivated forever. In the Fitness Collective this month, we've done a 30-day, 1,800 rep challenge. So we're trying to get 1,800 reps done over 30 days. We're doing 30 squats, 30 push-ups. That is it. And I'm doing it. And without doubt, there has been maybe one day, which was the first day, 2 days at a push, where I have really, really, really felt motivated to do it. I haven't. But I understand this. I understand that by taking action, when I didn't want to, at 10:30 in the evening, at 11 p.m. at night, I got on the floor and I hammered out 30 push-ups. I then got up and hammered out 30 squats. I took the action. And if I hadn't, I would never, ever have been able to do, which I have managed to do for the first time in my life, 30 squats in one go. And that means the world to me. It took me 15 years to be able to do one push-up. There's an article on my website, go read it. I'll link it below. 15 years to do one push-up. And because I took action, within 2 weeks, I was able to do 30, not 60, could you imagine? I was able to do 30 push-ups in one singular go. That's incredible. And I tracked it. In the Fitness Collective, we have a feed, we have a thread where we've tracked what day you've done it and what day you haven't. I update it every day. People put in a little video to prove that they've done it, and then I update it. And it's no doubt that everyone who has done this has kept it going. And the people, the second they stop doing the action, the second 1 or 2 days slips through their fingers, and they get we do a double exclamation mark system, and they get a double exclamation mark for a missed day, they forget the results they were having. And then they fall into how the motivation is working in their brain. They just don't feel motivated to do it. So then they don't take action, and then they don't get the results. And that's it. Remember, this is your motivation blueprint. You're going to create a plan which is going to have 3 to 4 things on it each and every day. That's it. 3 or 4 things. Now, this doesn't mean that if you don't get 3 or 4 things done each day, doesn't mean that you failed, doesn't mean that you're rubbish, doesn't mean that you have to give up, doesn't mean that you've lost motivation. Just means that you didn't get all of your action done that day. Fine. Didn't get all of your action done that day. Tomorrow's another day. Draw a line under it, say, and move on. That's all you have to do. Create your plan. Take action. Once you start doing that, once you start ticking things in your life rather than crossing things in your life, it becomes a ball of momentum, a ball of motivation, a ball of inspiration, a ball of confidence. And that is all you need to remember. Create a plan. Track. Motivation comes easy. That's it. I hope you've liked how to get and stay motivated. My name's Adam Merry. I'm also known as the Gym Starter, and I help busy women fit fitness into their lives. That's all I do, by implementing strategies like this. If you've liked this video, then please hit subscribe down below. Watch another video of mine. Hopefully it will help you figure out something that you're missing in terms of your fitness journey.